All right, the time has finally come and we are super excited. We are finally going to pick up our RV tomorrow from the shop and get ready to hit the road on Monday. We're super excited, but we're also a little bit nervous. I'll tell you why just after the intro. We are the road less traveled. Steve, Jen, Ben, Haley, and of course Stilton, our 100-pound golden retriever. Stilton here, still in my seat. In April of 2020, we decided to sell our house in North Carolina, move into an RV, and travel the country full time. This is our story. We came here to Gulf Shores in mid-December. It is now near the end of March, and we still do not have our RV back. So after all of the service debacles up to this point, we finally brought it in for one final thing to get fixed, and that was our slide. And they said it would be 2 weeks. So we're supposed to be picking it up on today. And Jen texted them yesterday and they said hopefully by the end of the week, but you know, they didn't seem real confident about that. So she pressured them a little more and they're like, okay, we're gonna get it done by the end of the week. So tomorrow is the day that we're finally going to pick it up. But we don't trust them, they're not reliable, so we're definitely a little bit nervous about that. So you guys excited about getting back on the road again?
Yeah, gotta start planning. Not sure how long we need to take, and I got some work things to figure out, so planning.
Do you think we'll actually get to pick it up tomorrow?
Yeah, they're usually tell us if they can't do it, which they are already a day late after the 2 weeks, but it's done. Oh, it will be done. I guess they're, now you're making me worried. I guess they could always text us in the morning and say, just kidding, but I'm gonna think yes.
What about you, Haley? You excited about hitting the road again?
Yes, but me and Ben could play there.
You could play there?
Play where?
Where we're going.
Yeah. There's gonna be lots of fun places to play.
New playgrounds along the way.
So actually our first destination is South Padre Island. It's a full-time families event that we're going to. So there should be a lot of activities for the kids. It's basically just a group of other people who full-time RV who also have families with them, so they put together a bunch of activities. This is actually the first event with them that we've been to because of COVID. They weren't having a lot of events last year when we started, but now they're back to having them, so we're pretty excited about that. We've still got this garage full of stuff too that we need to get rid of before we hit the road. Jen's dad has not been able to park in his garage for a couple months now, so I'm sure he'll be happy to have that back. It's ready! Jen just got word that it's ready. We're gonna go pick it up here soon. Jen's gonna go drop Haley off for her last day at the Gulf Shores daycare she's going to. They're actually having a little going away party for her, which is pretty sweet. She's pretty excited about it. Then after that, we are heading to Grand Bay to pick it up. We are super pumped. Finally.
So we're picking up our RV after 3 months.
Finally.
Wait, no, it's been longer than 3 months.
Over 3 months.
December 10th is when we turned it in, 2020, and it's now March 25th or something, 2021.
All right, we're about to test the slide out to make sure everything is actually working. There appears to be some kind of issue. They think it's just because it's low power because the battery is a little low. So they're gonna put the jumper on there and give it a little power and see how it goes in. Fingers are crossed. On a more positive note, our internet antenna seems to be working well, so Jen can do some work here in the car while she waits. So we were just talking and we looked up and they were pulling our RV away. Not sure where to or why, but I'm guessing there's some other issue. I don't know. Hopefully we can get out of here today though. I'm praying to God, please let us get out of here today. Alright, so we've been sitting here in the car for about 45 minutes and they took our rig away and we're just sitting here waiting. I guess they're trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
So three months to get the slide fixed isn't enough time apparently. We don't know what's wrong, and we've got a almost 2-hour trip back to Gulf Shores, and there's going to be Friday traffic. So there's that too.
Thank God they came out and checked the slide with us before we left and went all the way back to Gulf Shores. But man,
So it continues. The drama continues.
it's like you can't make this stuff up.
I know. I knew it was too good to be true. And the kicker is I made all our reservations for next week, or at least our first part, and they're non-refundable. And she asked me if I wanted to buy the insurance, and I said, no, we'll be there. Yeah, I hope we really are there.
And we've got a bit of a deadline because we need to be in South Padre by April 4th. So if they have to order parts or something, we could be out some more money. So fun stuff.
We're going to get an update.
Shaking her head.
He's trying to figure out what the problem is.
Okay.
We don't know if it's the controller that's like in your closet under the drawers. There's 3 control boxes.
I've been under there before.
Yeah. So he don't know if that's what the problem is, but he is trying to work on it, and I am trying to see if that is the problem, if I can get one from like Parks Enterprise or Johnny's or somewhere close.
Okay.
And I can have one here today.
Okay. That'd be great.
I know.
If
When
that's
is y'all
it.
leaving?
Monday.
Monday? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if y'all want to wait around, if you want to go home and have me call you if he gets it done today or tomorrow. Well, he's not supposed to be working tomorrow, but we're gonna get you done. I
Okay.
mean,
I guess we'll just wait around.
yeah.
All right, so we've been here for a couple hours now, and the update is they don't know what's wrong with it. They think it might be a short between the controller and the motor. So they're still looking at it, and they're gonna come let us know in a few minutes. Right now we're thinking if they can't fix it, we're gonna take it anyway and try to get it fixed later down the road. This whole slide thing's been a total pain in the butt. Hoping we can get it resolved soon. All right, so they found the problem. It appears to be the rack on the slide. Of course, it's not a part that they have, so they're gonna do the warranty work for us and then have the part shipped to another one of their stores in Louisiana. And then after we go to South Padre, we are going to go back to Louisiana to get it fixed. So that's the plan, but we're definitely taking it now, and we're definitely hitting the road still. So this has been very tough, but we're hopefully getting closer to the end. All right, so there are some definite lessons learned here, and definitely some things that I would do differently in the future. Now, the RV service industry is really backed up right now because of the surge in new RV sales with COVID and everything. So you have to do things probably a little bit differently than maybe you would in normal times. So first of all, what I would suggest doing differently is I would never again make an appointment and then not know when they're actually going to look at the rig. So I would call and I would make sure that they are going to look at it on the day that I bring it in, and then I will bring it in on that day only. I'm not going to have it sit in their lot and wait for them to get to it. I'm going to bring it in, I'm going to say, all right, let's go through this, let's diagnose the problem, and then I'm going to take the rig back, and then I'm going to have them work through warranty or whatever to get the parts that are needed to get everything ready to actually do the job for my next appointment. Then I'm going to take it back in when it's ready and when all the parts are there, and the day that they're actually going to work on it. I think that's important. I think the dealers tend to take in RVs and they let them sit on their lots and they plan on getting to them when they get to them, kind of thing. And that's really a problem. Secondly, I think that we would have done things differently had we not had the crutch, I think, of being able to stay at my father-in-law's place. I mean, we greatly appreciate being able to stay here, But if we were out on the road, we would have no other option but to be a lot more assertive with getting the job done. Also, another tip is if you can get the job done yourself, definitely do it, because you'd be much better off being able to do that. So you need to become a little more handy, I would think. If you're not quite a handy person, you need to get a little better at diagnosing some of these problems yourself if you can, because anytime you don't have to take it into the dealer, the better. I know some people are thinking that, you know, they go with the mindset of, oh, it's a new rig, it should be in good shape, and they get mad and they're like, I'm gonna take it back to the dealer and get this thing just right. Well, you're gonna wait. It's just the way it's gonna be. Some things don't seem fair in life, and especially now in the RV industry, and if you don't just fix it yourself, then you're gonna be waiting a long time for them to get to it. So don't be stubborn and look into it and try to fix it yourself if you can. All right, so another tip, don't go in there with a laundry list of items. We went in there and we had probably like 7 things on the list. We wanted to just get it all taken care of all at once, and I think it just made it take way longer. It confused them, and they looked at a few things and they felt like they were making progress, and they were really small things that were pretty minor that we probably could have fixed ourselves. What I suggest is actually taking your big item, or maybe 2 items, and taking it to them and getting it worked out from there. If you go in with this big list of things, it's just gonna make it take way longer than it needs to take. All right, final tip is not related to service, but if you like dogs and you want to get a cool dog for RV living, golden retrievers are the best. Now, this particular golden retriever is probably a bit large for our RV. He tends to kind of take up a lot of the floor space, but we love him anyway, so we deal with it. But he's a particularly large golden retriever. But I really love this breed of dog. I think they are just the absolute best. Super loyal, super smart, and just great to be around. Everybody loves Stilton here. And finally, if you're new to the channel, there should be a video right there that tells our story from the beginning and why we got into this. And it's a really good way to kind of get to know us and get to know the channel a little better. And we go pretty deep on it in terms of our philosophy and why we chose to do it. Otherwise, there should be another video suggestion down here. That's what YouTube thinks you might like next, so go ahead and try that out. Thanks.